Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
BLU to the double F master. Let's take it slow, girl. I'm a long laster. Yeah, I'm a bad boy.
I'm a good girl.
Out in the club, on your bed, on your rug, girl. That's how you do J side.
Yeah, what's up?
So when we were kids, we used to call ourselves the J side crew.
What?
J side crew, West Side, baby.
Hi Abhishek, welcome to the Bombay journey. How are you?
I'm very good, man. Thank you. I'm very excited to do this.
Yeah, no?
ये मेरा घर है.
अरे वाह वाह वाह. वो नमस्ते भी बोल रहे हैं आपको. तो कैसा लग रहा है बम्बई की सैर करते हुए?
बड़ा अच्छा लग रहा है.
मस्त.
मैं आपको जुहू की सैर करा रहा हूँ अभी इस वक्त.
तो देखो
यहाँ मैं बड़ा हूँ. This is Yash uncle's house, Mr. Yash Chopra.
Correct.
Aditya Chopra, Uday Chopra, and Rani now live here with Pam auntie. I think Adi and Amuna, but I've grown up in this house.
You have?
Yeah, literally. और ये अजय देवगन का घर है.
Correct. क्या आप क्रिकेट खेलते थे क्या इधर गलियों में?
नहीं, हम लोग यश अंकल की गार्डन में क्रिकेट खेलते थे.
कौन कौन?
आदि, उदय, ऋतिक, जुगल, हंसराज, सिकंदर, मैं, हमारे ढेर सारे दोस्त भी थे. कभी कभार शाहरुख भी आ जाते थे.
क्या बात कर रहे हो?
Yeah. So this is my hood. This is my hood. This is where I grew up.
मैंने सुना है आपके फादर यहाँ डैनी जी के घर पे जाके टीटी खेलते थे और बहुत
वो आगे है. वो मैं
आगे
दिखाऊंगा
ना
आपको जी.
हाँ.
रोज शाम को हम लोग 6 बजे वहाँ टीटी खेलने
आप भी जाते थे?
जी. जब मैं बोर्डिंग स्कूल में था.
हाँ.
तो जब भी छुट्टी के लिए हम लोग वापस आते थे, then nice to go and play over there every evening.
क्या बात है?
Yeah.
Were you like a geek?
No.
No?
No.
You look like all the serious and like...
I was a bit of a jock.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you play?
Basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Cool
then
stuff.
obviously TT and a little bit of cricket. Wanna be footballer, but never really managed.
Which is why you got a team. Then you're like, अच्छा ये नहीं कर पाए,
Yeah,
team कर ही लेते.
I'm a big football supporter.
Yes.
Since I was a kid, I was in a British boarding school, so football was, pretty much a way of life. So,
हाँ.
आदि फिल्म इंडस्ट्री जो है यहाँ है.
जूहू में ना?
जी. This is Manoj Kumar ji's house. Now
क्या
it's become
बात है?
Goswami Towers.
Best है. So tell me this, you've just done a film which is...
This is Mr. Prakash Mehra's house. Prakash
Wow.
uncle and my father did several films, and Sumit and Amit, their sons, were my friends. This is Danny uncle's house where we used to
Correct.
play table tennis.
हाँ.
So the reason I keep saying this is
हाँ जी.
because मुझे कई बार समझाना पड़ता है कि लोगों को ये भी समझना चाहिए कि this was our world.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't know anything else. So I mean, you only realize much later when we all became professionals that everybody was from the film industry. For us, they were our parents' friends, and ये हमारे दोस्त थे. रोज सुबह मैं जब I think the first 3 years of school, junior KG, senior KG, first standard,
Yeah.
मैं पढ़ाई करता था बॉम्बे स्कॉटिश स्कूल.
Correct.
और जितने भी झूक के बच्चे थे वो सब वहाँ स्कॉटिश में पढ़ते थे.
हाँ.
तो रोज सुबह we used to all carpool together.
अरे वाह.
So सब लोग एक ही गाड़ी में जाते थे, and we used to come back in somebody else's car. So
That's
these
so
were
cool.
our friends, and it just so happened that we grew up and we all, joined films like our parents.
Yeah.
So it wasn't, people seem to think that, oh, there's this whole clique. It's not. This was your gang,
Correct.
This is the people you grew up with.
मतलब इन लोगों के साथ आप क्रिकेट खेलते थे, अब इन लोगों के साथ स्कूल जाते हो, अब इन लोगों के साथ भी काम भी करते हो.
Correct.
यहाँ मुझे पता चला आप मंडे रात को आते हो फिल्में देखने इस वाले प्रीमियर में.
हाँ जी.
है ना?
Yeah, जी. मुझे बड़ा पसंद है थिएटर में जाना.
थिएटर का एक अपना फील है क्यों?
हाँ, लेकिन PVR इससे पहले PVR के बिल्कुल पीछे
चंदन.
जी, चंदन. हम
आप
लोग सब
जाते
बड़े.
थे?
That was our cathedral.
या
चंदन और गेटी गैलेक्सी बांद्रा में.
फुल सिटी मारने का.
Full. That's where you learned everything.
हाँ.
Apart from getting the privilege कि हम लोग सेट पे भी काफी रहते थे क्योंकि डैड जब भी
हाँ.
शूटिंग करते थे I used to love to hang out with him. But then going to the theaters is where you actually get in touch with the audience.
Yeah.
आपको समझ में आता है कि उन्हें क्या पसंद है क्या नहीं पसंद है, सीटी कहाँ बज रही है, कहाँ ताली नहीं बज रही है.
हाँ, ये आप ऑब्जर्व करते ही हो फिर ना?
जी बिल्कुल.
मतलब
And I think it's very important.
Is it too difficult to watch films as like just audience members and not think about the technicalities?
नहीं, बड़ा मुश्किल नहीं. अभी कठिन हो गया है क्योंकि अगर आप देखें ना तो as an actor,
हाँ.
I mean I can't think more technically as a director because I'm an actor.
Yeah.
But as an actor आप हमेशा ये सोचते हैं कि अच्छा उसने ये सीन कैसे किया है, अच्छा काम किया है यार, क्या
हाँ.
सोचा होगा उसने, how so you get into that whole process of everything. So it's very difficult to just disassociate and just watch the film for what it is.
Absolutely. जूहू बीच या मतलब सिल्वर बीच या जो बीच है आसपास उनकी कहानियां.
जुहू बीच तो हम लोग अक्सर बचपन में जाते थे, अगर अभी तो पूरा साफ हो गया है, पहले जितने भी सब स्टॉल्स थे ना वो पूरे मेन बीच पे लगे हुए थे।
क्या बात कर रहे हो?
तो गोलगप्पे, सेव पूरी, पानी पूरी, we were not allowed to eat half of them, and हम लोग जाते थे वहाँ, खेलते थे, वो क्या फेरिस व्हील्स होते थे वहाँ, तो वहाँ then you used to have those air guns, na? They just shoot the
balloon. You shoot three perfectly, you get something.
Yeah, we used to get very excited and we used to go do a lot of that.
Were you good at it? Did you get freebies out of it?
No, never.
No?
No.
What are you saying?
No, not too often. I mean, I was very, very young, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But ऐसा छुप के खाने का क्या?
नहीं.
कुछ नहीं.
कभी नहीं.
तो क्या स्ट्रीट फूड आप ज्यादा इंडल्ज ही नहीं किए हो क्या?
बचपन में ज्यादा नहीं किए थे.
अभी किए हो?
पूरी भड़ास जो है अभी निकाल देता हूँ.
हाँ, क्या क्या खाते हो?
I love Mumbai street food. Greatest street food on earth. Greatest.
It's so nice.
Yeah, the vada pav from Shivaji Park is the best.
वो ऑपोजिट वाला कीर्ति कॉलेज वाला कि शिवाजी पार्क वाला?
कीर्ति कॉलेज वाला.
कीर्ति कॉलेज वाला.
Best.
वो चूरा देते हैं ना साथ में.
Best. You cannot argue with it, and you get very good vada pav actually just down the road here opposite Mithivai also.
Yes.
और सुबह सुबह अगर आप जाएं तो वो आपको अंडा भुर्जी फ्राई पाव के साथ. So after a heavy night, it was pretty much
4 AM वाला.
Yeah, that's where I used to show up. I'm a big missile fry person.
Yeah.
Yeah. रोज सुबह when I'm shooting मैं खाता हूँ. आगे से हम लोग ट्रैफिक लाइट से लेफ्ट ले लेंगे और 10th road.
हाँ जी.
I'll take you to my old house where I was born and brought up.
Perfect.
And for me, according to me, the best missile comes from Thane.
Yeah.
In Thane, there's a place called Mamledar.
Mamledar misal, yes, hard relate.
There we go, man.
लो परेल में भी खुल गया, मैं उधर खाता था.
हाँ, लेकिन थाने का जो है वो.
हाँ क्या?
Yeah. Best samosas used to get in the theaters. पता नहीं क्या है. I think the time it spends to go to the theater. जब तक theater पहुँच गया, the theater samosa is something else. तो theater में जाना चाहिए. Cold drink मंगाओ, समोसे, वो मसाला पॉपकॉर्न और एक चोकोकॉर्न आइसक्रीम.
चोकोकॉर्न आइसक्रीम नया है, ये मेरे को नहीं मालूम था.
बहुत पुराना है एक्चुअली, इसलिए आपको पता नहीं है.
ये तो आपने मतलब सब लाइफ किया है एकदम ऐसा.
Yeah.
Seeing Jaya ma'am, it seems like you were very protected also.
No, she's the easy one actually.
What are you saying?
Yeah, my mom is the easy cool one. My father gets very, very protective.
Really?
Yeah. My mom is very chilled out.
हाँ.
My dad is very particular and protective.
This is Rohit Shetty's.
This is Rohit's new house.
We could have borrowed his Thar. He has a Thar standing.
He has, even I have one.
Yeah, I know. We wanted to film this in that.
हाँ.
But वो सर्विसिंग पे गए.
Oh.
देखो आपके घर की ट्रिविया मैं आपको दे रहा हूँ.
जी बिल्कुल. इतना व्यस्त रहा हूँ मैं ना प्रमोशन में, कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है क्या हो रहा है.
हाँ क्या?
जी दिन रात ये लोग ना
करना पड़ता है, लेकिन
बहुत करना पड़ता है. I don't know अगर करना पड़ता है यार. To be very honest, I don't remember my father's generation ever doing it.
Yeah, but they had those big launch events, no?
हाँ वो मुहूर्त होते थे, but that was more for other reasons, you know. लेकिन promotions पे कहाँ जाते थे ये लोग? ये लोग तो फोटो शूट भी नहीं करते थे पोस्टर के लिए.
क्या बात है?
The posters were painted.
Yeah.
So this is my house on the left.
ये कोना तो बड़ा फेमस है देखो.
जी, I was born and brought up here.
Yeah. ये ऑपोजिट गार्डन में जाने का कोई कहानी वानी होता था क्या? इधर ही है ना कहीं?
That is Kefi Azmi Park. That came a lot later. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is the Nalanda school where I went to study music for a bit.
What did you
classes में लगते थे ना?
हाँ.
तो कुछ भी तबला, सितार, गाना.
Basic कुछ मालूम है.
Correct.
ये मुझे नहीं पता था आप म्यूजिक सीखे हो.
So Nalanda actually is the dance school where my sisters used to go. That's bang opposite the gate. This is Sangeet Mahabharati, where I used to go to a little bit music.
I was saying, keeping the fact that your father is an overachiever, जनरल हमारी आम जनता के लिए जब आपके पापा ओवरअचीवर होते हैं तो क्या ऐसा एडेड प्रेशर होता है जिंदगी में कुछ अभी उखाड़ के दिखाने का?
शुरुआत में था.
हाँ.
To be very honest, शुरुआत में था कि भैया लोग क्या कहेंगे, लोग क्या सोचेंगे.
हाँ.
मुझे याद है मैं रेफ्यूजी की शूटिंग कर रहा था जो मेरी पहली फिल्म थी.
Of course.
And it was my first shot. और ढेर सारे लोग आ गए थे देखने के लिए क्योंकि सुनने में आया था कि बच्चन का बेटा जो है वो शूटिंग कर रहा है अपनी पहली फिल्म का. So अभी ये फिर से हाथ दिखाएंगे. हेलो, हाउ आर यू?
अरे वाह, कितने दिल से खुश हो रहे हैं. लेकिन ना
ध्यान देना काम पे. वेरी गुड. तो आसपास के जितने भी सब गांव थे वो ट्रैक्टर भर के आ गए थे.
अरे वाह.
पूरा the whole star cast, you know, अनुपम अंकल पिक्चर में थे, वो आई थिंक ही वाज आल्सो वन ऑफ माय एक्टिंग टीचर्स, और मैं उन्हें बचपन से जानता हूँ, तो वो थे वहाँ सीन में। देयर वाज करीना, कुलभूषण जी, पद्मिनी कपिला जी, रीना रॉय, जितने भी पूरे आकाश थी, सब आगे थी, कह रहे बच्चे की पहला शॉट है, चलो देखते हैं क्या करता है। और मैं एकदम बौखला गया था,
पटी में जी रहे थे
बहुत बुरी तरह, और तोड़फोड़ सा हो गया था। मुझे मटके से पानी डालना था अपने जेरी कैन्स में, वो सब पता नहीं कितने मटके मैंने तोड़ दिए।
अरे बाप रे।
आई जस्ट पैनिक्ड, क्योंकि मैं सिर्फ यही सोच रहा था कि मैं इतना खराब काम कर रहा हूँ,
हाँ।
ये सब वापस होटल जाएंगे, पीसीओ में, उन दिनों तो मोबाइल फोन्स थे नहीं, और खास करके भुज में तो दे डिडंट वर्क आल्सो। तो हियर वन ऑफ आवर टेंपल्स, चंदन, और इसके बिल्कुल सामने अजय देवगन की ऑफिस है।
यस, ये तरह।
तो आई सारे पैनिकिंग, थिंकिंग कि अरे यार ये लोग अभी वापस होटल जाएंगे, पीसीओ में घुस के फोन करेंगे, डैड को बोलेंगे एकदम बकवास है, इसको पिक्चर से निकाल दो और इसको कहीं और लगा दो काम पे। That's all I was thinking. Then I started thinking, oh, they've all come to see Mr. Bachchan's son, and I'm going to be such an epic failure and disappointment. And anyway, thankfully, JP Saab held my hand through the whole thing and managed I think he got the shot that he wanted, and he made me so comfortable, and I'll eternally be grateful to him for that. Left hand side में आपको दिखाऊं, हम लोग जब छोटे थे ना, teenagers, early 90s, mid 90s में एक्टर बनना चाहते थे, I used to very often come here just to drive past, क्योंकि गोविंदा जी यहाँ रहते हैं।
Correct.
And everybody at that point of time, and I hope till date, are huge Govinda fans.
I am.
And I'm huge. और शायद यहाँ रहते हैं, हाँ यहाँ रहते थे, on the first floor used to be चीची भैया। I mean, one of the most complete actors we've ever had, and just brilliant. इतना कुछ सीखने को मिलता है उन्हें बस देख। My father started a company बहुत साल पहले, early 90s, ABCL. Correct. It was actually the film industry's first corporate body. And this was the first office. This
what
small,
are you saying?
Yeah, the small room over here, this corner.
So good.
This was a small office. So this is where, when I first left college and I came back to help my dad. This is where I used to come for the first month or two. Then they shifted to a bigger office.
क्या कर रहे थे आप corporate दुनिया में?
I was a receptionist basically.
What?
The first week I was told just take the register and sit with the register, make sure everybody signs it. फिर उसके बाद मुझे एक production boy बनाया गया था.
Wow.
हम एक film produce कर रहे थे, Major साहब.
Yes.
Which was starring my father, Ajay, Nafisa Ali, and Sonali, and was directed by Mr. Tinu Anand, who I've known all my life because he's done so much work with my father.
Of course.
So I was made a production boy. तो मैं जाके, I was basically a glorified tea maker. मैं जाके चाय बनाता था, clean the floor before the set was made.
Yes.
Then धीरे-धीरे I started working with Tinu uncle and kind of assisting him. So I was basically a runner on the set.
Yeah.
Carrying the lights, pushing the trolley, that kind of stuff.
तो इन गलियों में क्या है? यहाँ पे अच्छे वो
This
है?
is Juhu Market.
Juhu Market.
And आगे right hand पे there was a video library called Reed Shaw.
Yeah?
Yeah. Just here. We used to come get all our VHSs from here to see all the foreign films.
Oh wow.
उन दिनों अंग्रेज, it's now shut.
It's shut. It still says DVD rent and la.
Yeah. Reed Shaw Library.
Wow, यार.
Yeah. So this is where all of Juhu used to come to get all its movies. And this is the famed Juhu Market, which used to not be as busy earlier.
Yeah.
But all हमारे सब राशन की दुकान सब यहाँ थे.
हाँ ना?
तो बचपन में जब अगर मौका मिलता तो माँ के साथ we used to come, she used to take us when she used to go buy the stuff. Yeah. So it was great fun.
जब हम लोग जॉन के साथ कर रहे थे
जी
ये शो,
बाबा,
हाँ, तो
My
उन्होंने
Baba.
हमें what?
My Baba, I call him.
Why?
Because he calls me Baba, I call him Baba.
So cool.
John everything ना, Baba, how are you, Baba?
हाँ, how are you, Baba?
हाँ,
Yeah.
Baba.
हाँ, Baba. Sorry सर, आप जाइए, आपको बहुत जल्दी है.
हाँ, हेलमेट पहन लो भाई.
हेलमेट है, हाँ, कुछ डाला है, टोपी ऐसा. तो ये बात बता रहे थे कि उनका जो जेस्चर है, हैंड जेस्चर धूम में, वो उनको गादवी जी ने वहीं पे एक फोटोशूट पे बोला था.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Sanju told him on the
on the photo shoot he said एक काम करना, ये कर दे, मैं रिकॉर्ड भी कर लेगा. और उन्होंने किया और वो फिल्म में लग गया. थोड़ा और पीछे ले लीजिए ना. कैसे जाएगा? मैं जाएगा.
हाँ, टेक अ लेफ्ट. काटो. हाँ, जगह है यहाँ, बहुत जगह है.
चलो भाई, थैंक यू.
चलिए.
तो ऐसा कुछ आपका कोई धूम का कहानी है क्या? प्लेइंग दिस कॉप, शेड्स भी आपके एकदम सीरियस.
एक कहानी है विद द चश्मा. तो जब सब कुछ तय हो गया था, हम लोग कॉस्ट्यूम ट्रायल्स कर रहे थे, लुक वो, क्योंकि आदि ये चाहते थे कि the Dhoom has to be a very stylish film.
Yeah.
So Anaita was brought in to do the
Correct.
costumes. And, मुझे याद है उन दिनों में she had gone to Bangkok to shop and all that. So when she came back, there was the whole thing of Jay Dikshit कि वो चश्मे जब उतारता है उसकी सटक जाती है. So Adi said, you know, you go try on some chashmas and show me. So I went and I got these chashmas जो मैं पहन रहा था, big blue frames.
Yeah.
And he's like, यार ये क्या है? कोई स्टाइलिश लेके आओ. I said, नहीं आती यार, ये मुझे पहनने दो. He said, क्यों? He said, ये पिक्चर रिलीज हो जाए, ये जो हमने किया है चश्मा उतारने का, जब ये टिक जाए ना, फिर मैं आपको समझाऊंगा. He reluctantly agreed. That was my ode to. At that point of time, I was obsessed with a comedian called Sacha Baron Cohen.
Oh, of course, I love it.
All right, and Ali G had just hit the big screen. In the sense, I was a huge Ali G fan. I don't know if you've seen his work as Ali G.
Of course.
So that was my ode to Ali G and his glasses.
Perfect.
Yeah?
That's the whole set of stand-ups that he's done is a different ball game altogether.
Exactly.
I
So
mean,
that was my ode to Ali G. Doom की narration में हम लोग, I just showed you Adi's house.
हाँ.
We were called there उधर में, और उधर में best friends है बचपन से. तो आदि ने बोला कि पिक्चर बनानी है.
हाँ.
तुम लोग ज्यादा एक्टिंग मत झाड़ो, तुम लोग को अवार्ड नहीं मिलने वाला है, लेकिन मैं तुम लोग को हिट फिल्म दे देता हूँ.
हाँ.
मैंने कहा ठीक है, कहानी बहुत सिंपल है, and don't mess around. Just quietly do what I tell you to do. Now Adi is like a big brother, so we
हाँ, sorry.
अच्छा आपका कॉलर आ रहा है.
पता नहीं क्यों ऐसे होता है मेरे साथ.
होगा क्रेडिट कार्ड के लिए कुछ.
हाँ.
तो so he sat us down
हाँ.
and he said,
चुपचाप कर दो.
it's very simple. I want a song
हाँ.
followed by a comedy sequence, followed by an action sequence, followed by a song, followed by a comedy sequence, followed by an action. Simple screenplay.
Wow.
And if you see Dhoom, all the Dhooms are like that.
Yeah.
Even Dhoom 2 opens with an action sequence,
Yeah.
which is Hrithik's heist
Correct.
on the train
Yeah.
when he dresses like Queen Elizabeth.
Yes.
Then the Dhoom song,
Yeah.
then a comedy sequence, which is Uday and my introduction. It's just that. It's just a template.
Yeah.
When John came on board, it was great. Because then everybody started bike training. And can you imagine, I didn't know how to ride a bike.
What?
Yeah. I mean, I'd ridden a bike in a film of mine before that, but they'd put me on a trolley and taken me.
Wow.
Because I was never, my mother and my father never allowed me to ride a bike. They were scared.
Same.
So then we used to go training. So Uday jo hai, wo England chale gaya to train with some professional stunt riders.
क्या बात कर रहे हो? Because he has to also do it, ना?
Yeah. और वो लौट के आए, and then during the shooting, John taught me how to ride.
अरे वाह.
क्योंकि I kept saying, अरे यार तुम लोग मुझे पिलियन पे बैठा रहे हो, एक तो इतना सख्त लौंडा है ये जय दीक्षित, चश्मा उतारेगा लेकिन वो हमेशा जब देखो पीछे बैठा हुआ है. So after pack up, if we were shooting inevitably in town, John used to ride with me and teach me. Literally, he was unbelievable. रहते थे बांद्रा में. From town, he used to ride all the way back to Juhu with me, drop me to the house, because the bikes used to be parked at Adi's house, which is right behind.
Nice.
And I used to walk across to my house, and then he'd go back home. And that's how he trained me how to ride.
So cool. I mean, मतलब.
I'll never forget. He said, Baba, just remember, you have to be very responsible. Parsi hai na, so he knew how to disassemble the bike.
Yeah.
He said, this is it. This is what you're riding on. So I said, what is this? He said, that's all that's touching the ground.
Yeah, the chassis is just.
That's it. That's your connect with it. So you have to be very careful. After the first rains, never ride.
Yeah.
Because all the oil from the road comes up. And he was so safe and he taught me everything. And I was so confident after that.
Yeah.
And I used to ride the Bandit left. I used to ride the Suzuki Bandit and he used to ride the Hayabusa.
Yeah.
तो फिर हम लोग गोवा गए to shoot the second half.
Correct.
Okay. तो हम लोग वहाँ कर रहे हैं. John was John. हम लोग ताज एक्सोटिका में रह रहे थे साउथ गोवा में. We were shooting there also. As soon as we reached our room, the first night, John's valet, his boy, came and said कि सर ने भेजा आपके लिए chocolate cake. And we felt कि यार क्या बंदा है यार, John is so sweet. Chocolate cake, he must have said, did a good job today or whatever. The next day also again, Baba, great job, Baba, fantastic.
Same chocolate cake.
Same chocolate cake. And I'm like, dude, he's slowly becoming my favorite person. फिर पता चला for the whole outdoor, which was some 20-30 days, every day one chocolate cake. At the end of the schedule, when I put on 7 kilos, I said, अच्छा, अभी समझ में आया कि ये क्या कर रहा था. Dhoom all about body shotting. John हम लोग को रोज शाम को chocolate cake भिजवाता था. वो खुद जिम में था. So that's Baba for you.
Yeah. So it's been 2 decades now.
What?
You've been in the industry like technically fully
22
working?
years.
22, no?
It's going to be 22 years in June since Refugee released.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does that feel? I mean, like इतने सारे varied roles किए.
अजीब लगता है यार.
है ना?
हाँ, अजीब लगता है. The other day हम लोग दिल्ली में थे मैं promotion के लिए and there was a journalist who said sir एक फोटो. I said हाँ जी ले लीजिए. नहीं सर आगे देखिए सामने देखिए. I said हाँ. So she was getting a bit pushy. तो मैंने पूछा कि सब ठीक है. He's like नहीं सर मैं कुछ दिखाना चाहती हूँ. दिखाई. She showed me a photograph of her as a kid. 8 साल या 9 साल की थी on the set of a movie I'd made with Ram Gopal Verma called Naach.
Wow.
In 2003 or something.
हाँ.
3 or 4 if I'm not mistaken. 2004. And she had come on set to visit and I was in conversation with Ritesh. So मैं Ritesh से बात Ritesh Deshmukh तो वो यहाँ खड़ी हो गई उनकी माँ ने यहाँ से या फोटो ले ली तो मैं कैमरे में नहीं देख रहा हूँ. And now she's become this wonderful journalist and she's grown up. She said, no, can you look in the camera this time? So I started getting stuff like that now. And I find that surreal because, you know, in my mind, I'm still young.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm just 46. But, you know, when I was young and I thought of a 46-year-old, I'm like,
Uncle.
बूढ़ा हो गया, uncle है. मैं बॉब बिस्वास के लिए promotions कर रहा था.
हाँ.
तो they said, सर आपके पिताजी तो you know he's the बच्चन.
हाँ.
वैसे ना वो तो है.
तो
वो तो फिल्म इंडस्ट्री के बच्चन है. सर वो तो हमेशा रहेंगे.
हाँ.
They said something very free. नहीं सर लेकिन आप OTT के बच्चन हो.
हाँ क्या?
I said very good. चलो this I use. Last 4 films of mine have all come on digital streaming sites.
अरे मेरे
so I'll take that OTT का बच्चन.
हाँ. जब मैं ये रिसर्च कर रहा था तो मैंने रियलाइज किया there is one Abhishek Bachchan 1.0 and there is AB 2.0. This is like universe 2.0 अभी
Yeah.
ऐसा चल रहा है.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
No.
I'm enjoying myself, you know.
Yeah.
I think I finally found my happy place.
हाँ.
इससे पहले ना हम लोग हालत खराब हो जाती थी कि भाई ये काम कैसे होगा, पिक्चर चलेगी. I mean, you still have those stresses for the success of a film. But in terms of my craft, I feel there's a certain comfort in my ability. And I think that उसका जो श्रेय है ना वो हमारे जितने भी डायरेक्टर्स हैं जिनके साथ मैंने काम किया है उनको जाना चाहिए. Because you've given me such different. I was just last night I was thinking. मैंने अभी पिछले 3 साल में 2 साल में एक्चुअली लूडो की, फिर उसके बाद ब्रीथ इनटू द शैडोज, फिर बिग बुल, फिर बॉब बिस्वास और अभी दसवीं.
किल है.
How lucky am I, man?
Yeah, it's too many releases too fast.
No, but you're so lucky that you get to do such a variety of roles.
And they work.
Well, वो तो सोने पे सुहागा. We try our best, and you know, I mean, you're eternally grateful. But how lucky are you that you get to do this kind of work? And amazing. I mean, I have to thank all these makers that they have. You know, they think about you. You know, I've been in that boat where they're not thinking about you, and you know, you have to.
Now they are.
You have to go out there and say, "Please give me a job" or whatever. Now the fact that people, when they're thinking of a film and they think, okay, here's another boy who's in contention, who can possibly play the role. So that's great, man. Can't complain.
Moving on, I mean, Dasvi की बात कर रहे थे हम लोग. I met with Yami and I realized how sweet.
Oh, you did?
Sweet. Yeah.
Okay, great.
It was a sweet, sweet girl. And then I looked at her in the trailer and I'm like, hey, jailer कैसे play कर रही है यार?
Yeah, you know, she said this to me. That apparently she was asked that how did you are you sure you'll be able to pull it off? And she actually took it as a challenge. Yeah. And she said, look, my physicality shouldn't come in the way. My portrayal should be so strong, which I liked very much. Because, oh, Dasvi. Yes. And Baba, right next door. How nice.
Dasvi के तो बहुत पोस्टर लगे हैं भाई.
अच्छा?
हाँ, पूरे शहर में लगे हैं.
So, I like the fact that she made her portrayal very strong. Because if you see physically, it's like David and Goliath. Yeah. You know, मैं 6 foot 3 inch का हूँ. And she's this petite little girl. And they stand in front of each other and it's like that. But her personality and the kind of body language she brought is so powerful and strong. I think it's fantastic.
ये तो आपकी भी बॉडी लैंग्वेज भाई, ये जो चल रहे हो आप यूं नून ते नून मटकन लाग रहे, वो कैसे किया? वो कहाँ से उठाया?
You know, when I walk fast, when I pace, that's my walk.
No.
Yeah, I mean, अजीब लगता है कि I can't say that's my walk, but it is my walk.
Really?
Yeah. That's just when I walk slightly faster. That's just the way my walk comes out. बस मैंने ये तय किया था कि ये देखो चौधरी साहब जो है ना हमेशा चौड़े में रहते हैं. हाँ. तो एकदम चौड़े हो जाओ एकदम हमेशा. His chest is always out. हाँ. हमेशा ऊपर ही देखेंगे, ज़्यादा नीचे नहीं देखते हैं. वो नीचे भी देखना है तो ऊपर से ऐसे नीचे देखेगा. So you know I just kept those few things in mind.
Yeah, रैनवी ट्रेनिंग वगैरह की फिर आपने?
हाँ जी. वो जो 2 महीने थे मेरे पास बॉब बिस्वास की शूटिंग के बाद, when I was losing weight, I trained with a dialect coach. Sunita Sharma ji हैं.
अरे वाह, मेरी माँ का नाम भी सुनीता जी.
अच्छा?
हाँ.
Was your mom didn't?
No.
So we trained with her, and what I really liked about her, she actually helped me with my performance a lot. Siddharth.
अरे वाह.
Yeah. So she helped me with my performance क्योंकि इससे पहले कि उन्होंने मुझे सिखाया कि भैया देखो कठिन काम तो है एक्सेंट वो हासिल करना, क्योंकि एक तो जब आप एक नई भाषा सीखते हो then you can train your mouth to speak in that language.
Yeah.
Left. But with an accent you have to train your tongue to move differently to what it's accustomed to. तो मैं हमेशा ये एग्जांपल देता हूँ कि अगर हिंदी में बोले अरे भाई क्या कर रहे हो, तो शी सेड वो अरे नहीं बोलेंगे, वो रै. तो दैट बिकेम आता क्या कलाम फॉर व्हेनेवर सुने अरे पाई
आ भी ना बोले भाई, रै सीधा.
हाँ, एग्जैक्टली. सो इट्स दी स्मॉल थिंग्स दैट यू हैव टू ट्रेन योर टंग.
करेक्ट.
एंड दैट बिकेम डिफिकल्ट, लेकिन कुछ करीबन 2 महीने हम लोग ने काम किया इस पे. बट शी टॉट मी, शी सेड यू नो फर्स्ट इनका जो एटीट्यूड है ना, आप वो अपना लो.
सही बात.
एक बार वो पकड़ में आ गया, फिर आप समझ, वो एकदम शी ओनली सेड एकदम सीना तान के हमेशा. राइट. व्हाट हेल्प मी अ लॉट इज मेरी एक कबड्डी टीम है.
हाँ
जी,
जयपुर वाली ना.
हाँ जी, जयपुर पिंक पैंथर्स.
यस.
और ढेर सारे मेरे जो खिलाड़ी हैं वो हरियाणवी के हैं.
ऑफ कोर्स
हरियाणी है.
हाँ.
तो हरियाणवी है.
हाँ.
तो I spent so much time with them. अभी we started the Pro Kabaddi League 2014 में.
करेक्ट.
तो हो गए ना अभी 8 साल. So I spent so much time with them. और वो बड़ी तेजी से बोलते हैं. लेकिन जब वो हरियाणवी बोलते हैं, हिंदी ना वो
आराम से बोले.
हाँ, एकदम आराम से बोलेंगे. So I took that tone.
Speaking of, I saw Mr. Pasta and like whatever. We were talking about Mumbai food.
जी.
But मुंबई की बारिश की कहानी है.
Well,
you don't like the rains?
I'm not a huge fan of Mumbai rains.
हाँ.
I just feel everything because there's so much. Juhu is a very low-lying area.
Yeah.
तो यहाँ flooding बहुत होता है, खास करके हमारे इलाके में. और 2005 में there was a huge flood that happened.
Yeah.
And I was stuck in that for 3 days.
Where?
At home.
So you had home and पानी आ गया था.
Yeah, घर के अंदर. Where we were in the office just now, when we go back, I'll show you where the water had come till. You'll be shocked.
Shit.
So बहुत कुछ बह गया था उसमें, and it was quite a difficult time for Mumbai. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan.
Yeah.
After the first rain, it's beautiful, obviously.
Yes.
सब कुछ साफ सुथरा दिखता है.
पहला 1-2 दिन अच्छा है.
हाँ, but then after that, it just gets a bit too much. And Mumbai rain is very different. You step out in the rain, you
Say
get knocked
hi to
out.
them. They stopped for you.
What's up? It's a droplet will knock you out. It's rain.
ऐसा भी आता है ना rain.
Yeah, Mumbai rain is like, dude, hailstorm got nothing on us, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, but my favorite memory of the rains is eating pakoras, obviously at home, घर पे freshest pakode बनके, and then Dad would take us for a drive to Worli Sea Face.
Where?
Worli Sea Face.
अरे वाह.
और Worli Sea Face पे वहाँ in the rains, because he used to do when he was struggling.
हाँ.
And he used to get us bhutta.
अरे वाह.
The bhutta in Worli Sea Face in the rains is unbelievable. So that was always a big highlight कि बारिश पड़ेगी, Dad हमें bhutta खाने देंगे. Yeah.
What time is this? मतलब, I can't believe you said Dad was struggling.
No, when he first came to Mumbai.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he had told the stories. Obviously, when you're trying to get a job, you don't have that kind of money. So एक बहुत ही मशहूर बेकरी है वर्ली पे, called City Bakery.
Yes.
So 11 बजे के बाद they used to clear out all the
discount मिलता है.
So you get a discount.
Yes.
So that's when he used to go buy his bread to eat and all that. So yeah.
जूहू सर्कल और जूहू की कोई कहानी नहीं, क्योंकि हमारे शो पे बड़ा फेमस हो गया. कमेंट में लोग पूछते हैं.
तो सबसे पहले मैं बौखला जाता हूँ क्योंकि जूहू सर्कल मुझे समझ में नहीं आता है.
क्यों?
Because when it was first made into a circle,
हाँ.
when I was a kid, मैं 5-6 साल का था, that entire area, अगर आप प्रतीक्षा से नॉर्थ जाएं, उधर कुछ नहीं था. It was the edge of Bombay. And सब भैंस जो है ना वहाँ घूमते रहते थे. And they used to swim. They were all like puddles and all. So that when it got developed, and there was only one kacha road that used to go to Versova village.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And when it first got developed, it was known as Lokhandwala Circle.
Wow.
Because that circle, जैसे बॉम्बे में होते हैं ना, developed and maintained by, it was developed and maintained by Lokhandwala.
अरे वाह.
Because they had just made Lokhandwala as a area.
Nice.
So it, you know, to any proper Juhu kid, Juhu Circle is actually Lokhandwala Circle. But now Lokhandwala has one circle also, so that has become Lokhandwala Circle. तो ये हमेशा ये problem हो जाता है कि भैया, so that was always called Lokhandwala Circle. So yeah.
जूहू चौपाटी कब आए थे लास्ट?
साल हो गया यार,
है ना?
या काफी साल हो गया. I haven't been here for years. So जब हम लोग छोटे थे, all the stalls were here. ये अभी सब साफ कर दिया हम लोग ने.
अच्छा किया. काफी साफ हो गया बीच, although काफी public है,
but filled with stalls.
Wow.
But I wish the beach was so clean when we were young. हम लोग रोज सुबह जुहू बीच पे आते थे for horse riding lessons.
Wow.
Yeah, a whole group of us. There's a very famous film family called the Verma brothers.
Yes.
Okay, they're all stunt coordinators and biggest. All the brothers, 7-8 of them are all stunt directors.
क्या बात है?
Yeah. So we used to go
learn horse riding.
Horse riding, and the horses used to come because they preferred to teach us on sand, obviously.
Wow. Yeah.
तो सुबह 6 बजे हम कुछ 10-12 बच्चे थे. Before going to school, we used to do horse riding. बेताब पिक्चर नई रिलीज हुई थी.
Okay.
सनी देओल जी की जो पिक्चर है.
हाँ.
And Sunny Bhaiya used to come riding in the morning. He was a great rider.
हाँ.
And my best friend's name is Goldie Behan. Okay. So Goldie and I used to be riding, and suddenly from the background you just hear this sound of water, you know. And then suddenly Sunny Bhaiya would ride past, and he used to ride bareback, so without a saddle.
Wow.
And he had a horse called Goldie.
Wow.
And he used to be topless. Can you imagine? Betab has just come out. He's like the hero of the nation.
Yes.
We all are idolizing Sunny Bhaiya, and he's riding, and we used to see him go by in high speed, bareback on the horse, holding the head, the mane of the horse, and just riding. You know, with those cowboy pants that had those frills and all that, just that. And I'll never forget that visual. We used to wait कि अभी सुबह सनी भैया आएंगे and he'll gallop past us and we'll be like, wow. And while watching him, we used to all fall off the horse and all that because we were all so starstruck. So
cool.
That's one of my favorite memories of Juhu Beach.
Yeah. यहाँ का कोई slang जो आपको पसंद हो, कोई words जो आप use करते हो?
I think Mumbai is just great fun.
हाँ.
I mean, if you're a Hindi scholar, तो बड़ी घिन आएगी आपको.
हाँ.
And Mumbai is the worst mission of Hindi, but it's got an attitude of its own, you know. I just love it.
करेगा ना मैं, बोलेगा ना. आपको कोई ऐसा वर्ड फेमस पता है, मतलब जो आपको पसंद हो?
मैं हमेशा चाहता था कि मैं एक किरदार करूं जिसमें मैं थोड़ा वो मुंबई एक्सेंट लेके आऊं. फिर फारा ने मुझे हैप्पी न्यू ईयर दिया. हाँ. और हैप्पी न्यू ईयर में बहुत मजा आया. हाँ. क्योंकि नंदू भिड़े जो है, हाँ. वो एकदम फुल रास्ता छाप टाइप्स. हाँ. So it was great.
Left. भाई ये तो आपको मतलब चप्पा चप्पा मालूम है ऐसा, एक एक गली.
I told you it's my hood, man. I went to school here, so I've walked around here.
तो साइकिल वाइकल करते थे क्या?
I'll show you where my father first lived when he got married.
First lived?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I mean, I thought those are the very houses, no?
No. He lived in a rented house called Mangal.
अरे वाह.
Diagonally opposite Anil Kapoor's house.
क्या बात है?
Yeah, 7th Road पे अगर आप चलेंगे मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ.
चलो ना.
When he got married and when my sister was born and all that.
Yeah.
And then when I was born, they moved to Pratiksha.
क्या बात है?
I'll show you. It's pretty cool. ये सब्जी मंडी है जो. We used to come here and buy all our sabzis.
आप are you good at sabzi buying?
No. I used to just accompany my mom.
She's good at bargaining, no?
I really wouldn't know. We were just excited that people used to hold these ropes and climb up to the top and get the sabzi and come down. We were not. So we go left here.
Oh yeah. जब झोला लटका दो ऊपर आ जाएगी सब्जी ना.
Correct.
वो life best है.
This Shubh Mangal, can you see?
Yeah.
Used to be my parents' house. Their
Is
first
it
house.
Newly done now?
Yeah, it's not. It was a small bungalow in those days. It's been a building. But this is where they, when they got married, this is where they lived for the first time.
क्या बात है?
Yeah.
सही है. Do you remember the rap from the Bluffmaster film?
Yeah. This is what happens when you're friends with the director and he lives right next to Vishal Shekhar's studio. And after a rather animated night, you show up in the studio and this is what happens.
So is this one of those nights where you're like, रात को अच्छा idea था, सुबह भी उतना अच्छा idea रहेगा कि नहीं?
Correct. That's exactly what it was. And I remember we walked across to Vishal Shekhar. Rohan used to live in Peter Dias Road in Bandra. और विशाल शेखर का जो स्टूडियो है वो अगली गली में था.
Correct.
तो वहाँ घुस गए हम लोग कुछ 2 बजे रात को. ये दोनों रिकॉर्ड कर रहे थे. हम लोग आ गए. चलो कुछ मस्ती करते हैं. म्यूजिक सुने हम लोग. ये अच्छा गाना है. You know we all love our music. और उसी दौरान ऐसे माहौल बन गया तो I went into the booth and we banged out this song.
Wow, dude, what a fun.
And even at the end, in the rap version, I say at the end, you see keep running homeboy.
Yeah.
And then something drops and all that. That was me dropping the mic and a pen on the side to get sound effects. Ki I've left the room and all that. And you see is Uday Chopra.
Yeah?
Yeah, keep running homeboy. That was my, because Shahrukh ने हमें एक बात बताई थी जब हम लोग एक्टर बनने जा रहे थे. उन्होंने मुझे समझाया था कि देखो भाई जीवन में 2 किस्म के एक्टर होते हैं. दोनों भागते हैं. एक भागता है क्योंकि उसके पीछे पागल कुत्ते पड़े हुए हैं. और एक भागता है क्योंकि उसको बस भागना है यार.
मेरे को लगा बोलोगे वो खुद पागल कुत्ता है, वो भाग रहा है.
एक इसलिए भाग रहा है क्योंकि उसके पीछे पागल कुत्ते भाग रहे हैं. दूसरा भागता है because he just loves running. Always be the second one.
Yeah.
Do it because you love doing it.
Yeah.
Don't do it because you're compelled to do it.
Yeah.
So that was my thing to. Uday and I keep telling each other whenever we sign off, we say, keep running. So that was me saying, you see, keep running homeboy.
Nice. So let's
do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
तो हम लोग ने रिकॉर्ड किया था. ये दोनों गायब हो गए 1 हफ्ते के लिए. चेन्नई गए, पूरा अरेंज करके वापस आ गए. तुम ही मैं रैप करो.
आप रैप करोगे.
आरज़ू बेकाबू है, समझो सारे बात बाकी, वक्त का क्या भरोसा, बन के पानी बह जाए, कल अगर ना मिल पाए, ये क्यों बंद हो गया है.
And we're cruising downtown Juhu, baby.
समझो सारे बात बाकी, वक्त का क्या भरोसा, बन के पानी बह जाए, कल अगर ना मिल पाए, रह न जाए बात बाकी.
BLU to the double F master. Let's take it slow, girl. I'm a long laster. Yeah, I'm a bad boy.
I'm a good girl.
Out in the club on your bed on your rug, girl. Alright. See, this is the wrong version, man.
Yeah.
This is the non-rap version, but I give you.
But it was almost like a karaoke.
Yeah, baby. That's how we roll. This is how you do J-side.
Yeah, what's up?
So when we were kids, we used to call ourselves the J-side crew.
What?
J-side crew, West Side, baby.
Juhu side.
Yeah, Juhu side.
That was home.
That was my ex-vet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is home? We are around.
Left.
Yes, left.
You're almost there, about 100 meters away.
Yes, perfect. What an interesting ride this was. How did you like it?
Oh, I loved it, man. This was fantastic.
मजा आया ना?
It's definitely better than. अच्छा, कहाँ शूटिंग किया आपने? कैसा लगा?
हाँ.
अच्छा इन दोनों के गाने कहाँ शूट किया आपने? हम लोग बस ये सब लिख के ना जवाब देके ऐसे चिपका देना चाहिए.
हाँ, repeat.
क्या भैया ये पढ़ लीजिए आप लोग.
हाँ. But good stuff यार. मेरे को मजा आया बहुत.
Thanks very much for doing this. Thank you.
Thank you so much. This was the Bombay journey. Please let us know in the comments which is your favorite part.